And welcome back. Today I'm looking at a game that has been a defining moment in my gaming career. I am looking at Final Fantasy VII, and this game was just a re-release for the PC literally yesterday or 2 days ago, and I can't explain my excitement over it. It's been something I've been drastically looking forward to since they re-released it on the PlayStation Network. Unfortunately, they did add a few things such as DRM and some stupid achievements that kind of made me angry. But I figured I'd put it down and let's play regardless. So without further ado, here it is. Alright guys, for the next couple of seconds and minutes here, I'm actually going to be grinding out levels, since this is actually one of the best places to level early in the game. You also get quite a few items, and some decent money to buy some more equipment with. So, if you want to see it, go ahead, but I might just skip it out. this does give me an opportunity to actually sit down and talk to some of y'all. So you can see like a bunch of the graphical enhancements from the original PlayStation version. That in the music in and of itself is something I'm still getting used to. I prefer the original music in all honesty. But but you do see there's quite a bit more detail in terms of characters and things like that. And even the character models on this screen, you know, even they didn't used to have faces. It was just eyes that sort of blinked. But oh, good old times. But yeah, like I said, this has been a defining moment in my gaming history. I remember my parents made me a deal where if I got straight A's for a semester in 5th grade, they would buy me a PlayStation and whatever game I wanted. And this is the first game I ever owned that was disc-based, including PC games, I might add. You know, one of the things I've said greatly is if they were to remake this game for the, you know, even on the PS3, that I would actually go out and buy a PS3 just for this game, not the remake of like this kind, because you know that's not worth it. But if they were to make an HD version of this game that had like updated graphics, updated music, and everything, oh yeah, I'd be all over it. I was one of the diehard fans that Cloud was my hero growing up. Now to give you an idea on system performance, this is running DirectX 9 over DirectX 7, which I believe is what the original was. On this screen, FPS is capped at 30. During battles, FPS is actually capped at 15, according to DX Story here, which is horrible. That is the swirl effect is capped at 60, as are the menus. Now, I've played this game and beaten it so many times that I know all the ins and outs of it, and the last time I actually beat this game was actually very recently, like March-ish. I decided to fire up an emulator and actually give it a run. That being said, I wish I could play the original on my PlayStation again. However, the cover to my PSX is actually kind of busted, so... I'm kind of curious how much they left in this game. If the original, like, W item glitch is still there, as well as some of the misspellings, such as the golden saucer in the battle arena. When you do wish to continue, of course. Now, for those of you wondering, this does support controllers. I'm currently using my Xbox 360 controller to give this a nice little playthrough. I've got all the controls set up, customized to match actually the FF8 layout more than the FF7. So my bottommost button, which normally would be X, instead of being cancel, is actually my accept button. So it does allow you to set it up however you like. And I will admit, this is one of the games that, you know, why would you put DRM in a game this beautiful? Really, you're destroying something that is absolutely amazing just so you can feel a little bit more secure. Please. And even then, the achievements, this is one game that had its own achievement. I mean, for those of us that played it before, how big and how excited were you when you finally laid Ruby down to rest? I mean, like, or even that the first time you saw Omnislash, or the first time you actually got the first time you actually got to see Knights of the Round. Alright, this will probably be my last one because I gotta beat feet. Especially these that actually slow down the fight just so they can attack. Wasn't too bad. Now, I have noticed quite a few glitches. This is actually, FMVs like this are actually locked at 15. Such as Jesse just seems to phase through doors and climb ladders without actually moving, which is cool. Why are all of them standing with their mouths open? Now this, for those of you that don't know, is one of the major, or first major decisions that actually affect who you go out on a date with later in the game. So if you choose, like I said, you get points. As I recall the programming, you actually get points for choosing and protecting people in battle, things like that. And depending on what you do and your decisions depends on who you go out on a date with later. So you have several options here, and I believe Yuffie, Barrett, and Tifa are your other options of going out on a date with. And yes, you can go out on a date with Barrett. So, like I said, I'm going to be typically, I don't like going out on a date with Eris just because it's, the default thing. I'd rather go out on a date and have that challenge of going out with somebody else. So, for those of you just tuning into the playthrough here, I'm going to be doing a completionist run, which means I am definitely going after Ruby and Emerald and gearing up for that. Of course, fight them. Free experience. Now, if you have any questions on this game whatsoever, and I mean any questions, I'll be happy to find answers for them, and even if I know them, and if I don't, I'll find them for you. But, like I said, I've been playing this game now ever since 5th grade, which, I don't want to do the math right now, it was a long time ago, probably when the game was first released, because I remember Final Fantasy VIII being announced, so... But yes, I've been playing this game for quite a while. I've beaten the game well over 50 times, from front to back. I've even beaten the game in a single sitting, which is one of my major accomplishments in this game. Why does Biggs, Wedge, and Jesse all have their mouths open? Got their O face! One of the things I was mentioning to some of my coworkers is you really don't see RPGs of this quality anymore. You know, you see all this stupid crap and, you know, worthless story that you just... It's one thing that bugged me about Final Fantasy XIII, is that it really wasn't an RPG. It was a mini-map explorer that, here's your mini-map, go have fun and go mash A until you win. So, you know, that is one thing I'm looking for, is if you all have an RPG that's of this kind of quality, which, you know I'm putting my standards pretty high there, but even that, if it's of anywhere near Final Fantasy VII, 8, 9, or Legend of Dragoon, or, you know, one of those classic RPGs that is, you know, that just an amazing game to play, let me know, especially in this current day and age. You know, I've got a PC, I've got an Xbox, and I am desperate for something to play that's new. Especially with RPGs. Alright guys, and this will conclude episode 1. In the next episode, we'll see Sector 7, and moving on to the next reactor. I hope to see you all then.